I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite home hacks using supplies from Dollar Tree. But first, let's raid the pantry and pull out these cinnamon sticks. Opening up the canister of my vacuum cleaner, I took 3 cinnamon sticks and placed them inside. This is a quick and easy way to add some nice scent while you're cleaning and make vacuuming a bit more enjoyable. Grabbing a broom, I took one of these hairnets I got off Amazon and pulled it over the bristles. This is a quick and easy way to make sure that no dirt slips between your broom bristles, and it works great for cobwebs too. Once you're done, all you have to do is remove the dirty hairnet without having to clean your bristles each time you clean. Moving to the bathroom, I've always struggled with hard water stains. But taking a simple dish towel, I placed it on top and poured some white vinegar on it. I pressed it down and let that sit for about 2 hours. When I came back, the stain was gone. I took the soap dispenser I bought at Dollar Tree, removed the top, and squeezed the tub of toothpaste into it. Then, I took some Listerine mouthwash, poured it inside, and gave that a good shake. Now I have a convenient, extra strong cleaning solution when I brush my teeth. My silverware is looking a little worse for wear, so I'm setting it inside the boiling water. I took some aluminum foil, folded it up into a strip like this, and cut it into pieces that I put in the hot water with the silverware. I added some baking soda, covered it, and let that sit for about 5 minutes before I came back and removed the silverware. Now they look brand new and ready to use for years to come.
Spring is right around the corner, and it's a perfect time to get ready for those home improvements. First thing we want to do is look at painting. What a perfect way to get our house into shape. First, you got to look at the paint can. There's nothing worse than spilling paint all around the edge. I've got an important solution for that. Go ahead and grab you a clear plastic bottle. On this bottle, we want to cut it off just at the top. Once it's cut off, you're going to slip it right over the paint can. It's going to be a snug fit, but that's what we're looking for. Go ahead and take one of your hair dryers or a heat gun, and you're going to start heating it up all around the side. Once it starts heating up, it's going to form and seal itself to the edge of the paint can. Once you get it all the way around and you get it cooled down, look at that. It pours absolutely perfect. And since you got a lid, you can put the lid on, and it's going to keep it nice and fresh and clean for you every time. Colors in a room, especially on the corner or an edge where 2 walls meet, you can make it where it has a nice crisp line with no bleed under. What you do is you take that painter's tape and go ahead and put it right down where you want it. Here's the catch though. Take some caulk from a caulking gun and lay it on top of the paint right at the edge of that tape. When you put it on there, just rub it all through, and it's going to fill in those gaps, even on those heavy textured walls. Once you get it on there, go ahead and take just a damp cloth and just get it wiped off. What it's going to do is leave the caulking underneath and fill in the gaps on the paint. When you brush that paint on, make sure you paint it from tape to wall. Go in that motion all the way down. Once you pull that tape off, look at that. It's going to give you a nice, straight, crisp edge with no bleed under. Have you ever had a big paint project that requires a lot of brushing? Take you a brush. Go ahead and drill right at the top at an angle, a hole big enough to put a cap inside. This cap right here is perfect. What you're going to do is take some hot glue and glue it right on. When it gets on there and you let it dry, put some paint inside your bottle and screw it on. When you turn the brush over, it's going to allow it to drip really slow, but just at enough pace where you can just keep on painting and you never have to just keep dipping it. You can just keep going till you run out of paint. It makes a long project go much faster. And when you're done, it's easy to take that brush off, put a cap on the paint to keep it stored and fresh, and it's easy to clean. Just run some water right through that cap edge that stays on the brush, and it cleans right up inside and out. Have you ever painted a wall and forget what color it was or what type or brand? Perfect solution is when you pull your covers off of your outlets or your switches, you want to go ahead and write on the inside the name of the color, the brand that you got it from, and what type of gloss it is. Then you can go ahead and take your finger and just put a little bit of that sample paint on the inside, and when you put your cover back on, you always know it's right there for reference anytime you want to do some touch-up painting. Another thing that we always hate when we're painting is getting little drip marks either on doorknobs or hinges. Just take a little bit of Vaseline and just wipe it on those doorknobs. The great thing about it is, let's say you put some paint on there accidentally or it drips, it's so easy just to wipe right off. That Vaseline keeps it from sticking. No need to tape it up. Now it's time to lay some caulking in those places that it needs it so bad, especially around a tub. Take that caulking and go ahead and lay it on, but don't put it on too thick. Once you lay it in between your tub and the tile, just take a popsicle stick, run it at an angle all the way down, and it gives you that perfect curve. Get a perfect caulk line every time. Now here's a way to keep from wasting water in a leaky toilet. What you have to do is take the lid off the top and put some food dye in the back of the tank. Open up the lid and you're going to take a look. If you see that the water in the bowl is changing color, you've got a leak. It's most likely from your flapper inside. Go ahead and get that replaced and you'll save a lot of water that'll pay for that flapper. Last but not least, is your dryer not working as good as you think it should? Maybe you've got a buildup of lint. It's easy to get the lint out from the dryer. There's an area that you just can't get to. And if you try to use a vacuum, it just can't get inside those little grooves. Go ahead and grab the cardboard from a paper towel roll and you're just going to squeeze it along its edges, not too tight, but just enough to squeeze through that little slot that it needs to get into. Put your vacuum on one end, turn it on, and you're going to go ahead and get in there and get all that lint out that's been trapped in there probably for years. I hope that this inspired you to come up with your own painting and home improvement hacks.
Today we're going to look at some Irish Spring hacks. So I've got my soap, little grater here, and all I'm going to do is start by grating the soap. And so you can do as little or as much as you want. So we are going to start right here with our windowsill. So all you're going to do is sprinkle a little bit of your Irish soap right there in the windowsill. If it rains, it's going to basically clean your windowsill, but it will also keep the flies away. So when you're done, just go ahead and close your window. Flies are often attracted to garbage and what's inside. So another thing you can do is take your Irish Spring and just sprinkle a little bit in the bottom of your garbage can to keep flies away as you are filling your garbage. This is an area in our yard where we had some vole damage and we're in the process of mending the damage that was done. So what I'm gonna do is take some Irish Spring and I'm gonna sprinkle it around this area. And the point of this is that rabbits and other animals don't like the smell of it, so they will avoid this area and it'll allow our grass to come up and heal in this space. The same thing goes if you have a flower garden. If you have some pests like some squirrels and other animals are eating and picking at this, simply surround it with a bunch of Irish Spring and those pests will leave. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of Irish Spring, and the amount really depends upon where you're at and how many bugs you have in your area. You're going to place a funnel on top and pour some water in. Now, if you need something more potent, you can always add some vinegar. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of a shake. Now, over time, the soap's gonna dissolve. And so what I'm doing here is creating a spray. Now, this spray is good for a bug spray. It is also great to spray any leaves outside or like your rose bushes or any bushes outside that maybe are being attacked by bugs. Okay, you might remember we were talking about Parmesan containers and Parmesan lid hacks and how I use them. Well, this is just a mason jar, or actually it's a recycle jar. And I'm gonna place a bar of soap inside and I'm gonna place the lid on top. Now, I'll show you what I'm gonna use it for outside. Another thing that I can do with this is I can take the shredded pieces and place them into the recycled jar. I can place the lid on top. And I'll show you what I'll use that for. Now I have this old lantern from IKEA and I simply place the jar inside like that. Then next, when I'm coming to sit outside, I can either open either side. So I can open the small side or the big side, but I'm gonna go ahead and open the big side like so. And this helps me when I'm sitting outside, enjoying the outdoors, and then it scares the bugs away while I'm sitting out here. Now this is my front porch, so I wouldn't want to make too much of a mess, so this is an easy way to scare the bugs away, but then it also helps keep the scent fresh because when I'm done, all I have to do is close the jar. Next, we're going to talk about doorways because a lot of times bugs are flying in and out of our doors. So how can we stop and prevent that from happening when people open and close our doors just naturally? Now, one of the easy things you can do is hide soap somewhere on your porch. And you may remember my terracotta pot turtles. So all I need to do is take my soap, lift up my turtle, place my turtle on top of the soap, and the smell can come out from underneath here, and it radiates through the whole space, therefore keeping the flies and bugs away, but it's not just a bar of soap laying around. This is our door that goes in and out of our garage. And so I may not have a pretty DIY or something that I can put by it, but I'm going to teach you another little trick you can do with just the regular bar of soap. So this is our door's edge, and all I'm going to take is the edge of the bar of soap, and I'm just going to rub it onto the door frame. And I'm going to go all the way up and all the way down as much as I can reach. Now I don't have to reach the top, but ultimately what I'm trying to do is rub it on the door. So this is the cracks, but you might also want to rub on the outside edge and the inside, depending upon, mostly hopefully we're just getting them outside. So you'll just want to also rub it on the outside of your door as well. So another place you consider it is around your table. So you're just gonna go around the table here, and it will keep kind of the flies away from your table as you're eating. So you just need to go around and hit the edge of your table. And you can also hit chairs this way just by using a bar of soap. Now we mentioned doing your doors, so don't forget to hit all of them. Going all the way around all of your doors and hitting all the nooks and crannies, just giving it a light coat. And again, keep in mind that when you do this, you are going to need to redo it after it rains. This is our apple tree, and squirrels love to climb up this thing, and I've always got something eating at this tree. So as I mentioned before, taking one of these lids and putting the shavings inside allow me to either use this side or this side for this useful project. So instead of having to grate it up every single time, I can have one mount, and then I can just go around this apple tree or plant or whatever I need to and sprinkle some around it. As I said before, not only can this be used on plants, but it can also be used as a bug spray. And I have been known to spray my poor dog too when he is in distress as well. So just staying away from the face, of course. Just simply squirt it on yourself, all over, and have somebody help squirt it on you if you are not comfortable putting it on your skin. It is just soap and water, but you can also spray it on your clothes if you'd feel better about that. And I hope this inspires you to try some Irish spring hacks of your own.